to have them done for the live. So I'm going to do the intro, then we're going to finish the brows. The palettes that we're using today are both from Notoriously Morbid. I received both of these in PR, Stone Cold Medusa and Rose from the Dead. So hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? Crazy concept. Just being your authentic self. Hey, Janessa. And being your authentic self in a world where people will try to say who and how you should be. Just be who you are. The troll part, hey Sarah, is not caring too much about the beauty community standards because you set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to, however you want to. Hey Janet, to get your makeup on in the way that you want to. The bottom line here is self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. Two things about me that sometimes I forget to say. One is I curse because I curse. I know it's offensive to some people. Others don't care. So I figured, let me just put it out there up front. And the other thing is there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. Yes. I try to be aware of it to say, excuse me. Sometimes, though, it gets past me and I don't say anything and I don't notice it till later. And I'm like, ew. Okay, that's gross. So that's the intro. Thank you for being here. Janessa, Sarah, and Janet. Do I look better than I looked yesterday? Yesterday, I feel like I look like death warmed over. And I still do have like this red thing right here. But it does feel better than yesterday when I did my skincare today. And we are doing makeup. So I know. Thank you. I do feel better. I still rested a lot today. This is the City Beauty Sangria. And I said, let me just rest like I've been resting. And yeah, thank you. I'm still taking it easy. I do want to go out tomorrow. And I'm trying not to overdo it. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Sarah. Because I do want to mail out those packages. And I do want to go to BJ's and look at the TVs and to get some more envy apples. Y'all, I had my regular breakfast today. Vietnamese cinnamon in my oatmeal and an envy apple. I'm like, am I getting back on my regular routine here? And that was my last apple. But we'll see. So if I continue resting like I did last night and today, I think I will be okay to go out tomorrow because my energy comes and then it just goes. I did manage to wash my sheets last night. So what I do is I'll wash the flat sheet, and then when that dries, I put it back on the bed. And then I wash the fitted sheet and my pillowcases. And when those dry, I make the bed back up. So that's how I do that. So I did manage to do that last night. And y'all know when y'all are freshly washed and your linen is freshly washed, that is a good ass sleep. That felt really good. Gonna put on this eye cream, the City Beauty eye cream. I made a decision to redo unboxing the Sunday Riley PR. There was no mention of anything about posting, no obligation to post. They just sent it, and that was just it. But I thought about it, and I said, you know what? I do just want to do a dedicated video, even though they didn't ask for anything. And so you will see that twice. Feel free to skip that video because you guys have already seen the unboxing. So that's going to be his own video. So I packaged it back up. The little box is sitting over here. And I still got this red mark right here. I have been sleeping on my left side, but I don't know what. Excuse me. Two updates real quick. I did try one of those toothbrushes from Temu. I can never just do one thing in a live stream. Like never. I just realized that. And I really like it. This middle part, it is a soft bristle toothbrush, but it works really good. I really like it. The only thing I noticed is that there's no grip there's no texture or anything. But I don't have a problem with that because I'm not a person that brush my teeth and like toothpaste be slipping all down and making it slippery. But it might be an issue for some people because there's no rubber, there's no grip, there's no texture. So if your handle gets wet, it may become difficult to brush your teeth with, but it works really well. I really do like that. And today, I did try this little gadget that came with it. And this works really well too. So it does get between your teeth where your gum line is, where there's that little bit of space, this does get in there. Hey, Alexandra, thank you for coming back. And so this works really well for that. But I do wipe it off in between. And so I'm wondering like how often am I going to want to do that? Because when I floss, I just throw it away. And using these, because you're digging food out, you're going to have to wipe it off. And it's bristled and it's not a soft bristle. It's not hard on the gums. But it's not a soft bristle where you'll just want to, do one of these. It's actually kind of scratchy on my skin. And so I'm just like, I'm just used to flossing and throwing the floss away. But using this, oh, that's good because some people don't get them. And so, yes, I'm wondering how long. And they only sent 6 of them, one for each toothbrush. But for now, I'll use it and then just make sure I wipe it off after I use it. So those are the 2 updates. Well, the 3, because I talked about the Sunday Riley. I'm starting to sweat again, y'all. I did sweat. When I woke up, I felt fine. And then I did my skincare, I felt fine. And then all of a sudden, I started sweating. And I just now started sweating again. I did turn the thermostat down by 2 degrees when I came here because of these lights. But I don't know. Like, I'm just having my own little nasty internal summer. So we are going to, I'll show you what the palettes look like. And then we're going to finish the brows. So we can get into the eye look. This side is the side that has a natural arch and this side doesn't, and that's what I was just noticing. So these are what they look like. This is going to be Janessa's eye look. She picked these 2 palettes in yesterday's live for us to use today. And I do believe I'm only going to use the mattes from Rose from the Dead. These are the 4 mattes, this row right here. And this is what Stone Cold Medusa looks like. Janessa, do you have Stone Cold Medusa? The look we're going to do Thursday, Dawn picked the Inslee Rain Underland palette because she said she needed some inspiration. And I said, see, Dawn, if you did videos, we can do a live stream. So, yeah. But you do have it? Okay. And I know whatever look you do with this is going to be way more bold than the looks I do with it. Because even when we used the same shades for the Pride look that we did, or not the Pride look, but the Pride palette we did last year, your look was so bold. And mine was like, blah. And it was the same shades. I'm like, how did she do that? But so these are, these are what we're going to be working with today. And so I am excited about it. I haven't used either one of these in a while, and I feel like I say that all the time about all my palettes. When I talk about them, I don't use them in a while, but so I am excited to do that. The brushes I have here, man, the brushes I have out are the brushes that I washed from Thursday's look. So I'm hoping they'll be what I need for this look. But let me finish with the brows, and hopefully I'll have stopped sweating by then. And then we can go ahead and start with, and you know what? I do have I have a footstool under here. And I have 2 of my Esom things with cloths in here. Because I'm starting to feel like it's gross and I just keep using my hands to wipe my face. These cloths are from Temu as well. And I could tell because it's a soft fabric still, and it is microfiber, but they're not as thick as the other ones I have. So this will be my sweat rag. Like when people go roller skating, they have a rag hanging out their pocket, or depending on what type of church you go to, the pastor might have a washcloth in his pocket, which I think is hilarious. But you gotta do what you gotta do. But I could turn this fan on over here too. All right, so let me get with these brows. So then we can get to the look. I'm gonna try and do a small arch over here to match this side. And I need to trim my brow hairs because some of them are just looking kind of, they just want to hang out in places where I don't want them to go. Macari, I just got your first, oh, you got your first Fantasy Cosmetica palette off Macari. Oh, wow. I don't have anything from that brand because they use pressed pigments. And my lids don't tolerate pressed pigments. Hey, Tanya. But that they do, some people really do have good deals on there, and then some people try to price gouge. But I'm glad you got it, though. It is exciting when it's something you see that you want and you're able to get it. So I'm excited for you for that, that you have that. This is not lining up. So, how are all of you doing today? And hopefully today is not a Thursday. Yesterday wasn't too bad. Y'all know what yesterday? It was a decent price, cheaper than from the brand and brand new in box. That's always really good. Did they take care of it? Like it wasn't all busted up, was it? And I do like the looks of their palettes. And so I'll just glance and look away before I get upset that I can't use it. Like seriously. Because some of that stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's my color story. It might be grungy, it might be dark. And I'll just be like, oh, that's cute. And then scroll on by. But I don't hear too many people talk about them. Except if something new comes out, the PR people. But then after that, I don't even really hear too much. And even though I am finally back on my makeup Instagram, it's like I still don't see a lot of stuff. And I see that that Instagram still does not. No, it looks good. It was waiting for me when you go home from work. Oh, that's exciting. That's good to hear, Sarah. I'm glad you are. Because I know both of us be going through. Whew. Ugh. I need to stop sweating. This is just, excuse me, this is nuts. Did you? No, I didn't. I didn't do it yet. I'm going to wait till my skin is in a better place. It's not happy with me from the lack of care the last few days. And so I'm going to wait. But I will definitely update y'all. And I think I did say that. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't. And so when I have word on it, you will see a video. But right now I don't have anything to report on that. I already updated on the toothbrushes and on that little pick gadget. I already talked about that in this live. So yeah, so I'm just trying to get the brows done. So do I want to try and keep making an arch over here? Let me see. You know what? I'm not, because I want to just get to the look. So this side will just have an arch and this side just will not. But other than that, to me, like right now, these look good. But then later on, when I wash this back, it's going to be looking crazy. I already know it, because that's what happens. That's what happens. Let my eyes be playing tricks on me. All right, so I have Mountain Dew and I have Fiji water, because my water and my filter, I've been refilling it, and so it's been on the countertop. And because I'm sweating, I'm like, I need something cold, and this is my favorite water. It's expensive though. I only buy it when they have it on, not a sale, but a coupon for it. What am I looking for? Concealer. And so, excuse me. So we're going to put, this is the NY11. And this is too much, honestly, because you do not need a lot at all with this concealer. And this is the NY10. Sarah, I was getting ready to laugh about something. And you can probably figure out what it is. Me and Sarah have like a secret language or something where we just where we just know like what each other be thinking sometimes. Or we'll text each other and be like, I was just thinking the same thing. And so I gotta remember, okay, we're live here, so let me not let me just hold some stuff close to my chest, as they said. So I am back to just putting on the concealer, and it was too much, and that's why it's taking me so long to pat this in. And this brush, even I prefer this brush, because this, I'm not going to say it absorbs, but it seems to just blended a little quicker than this one. And this is one I used to always use to blend out eye primer, and I still use it for that. But it actually does say a concealer brush. Yeah. And it does work for here because it is so thin, and I can get right up under my, what are they called? Under my lower lashes. I can get right up under there. So it is very precise. But it's looking like it's too much because I want to blend it all the way out. The Natasha concealers do oxidize on my bare skin. When I put it on top of foundation, it doesn't oxidize. But I have realized early on that when I was doing primer first, then concealer, then foundation, I needed to use 3 pumps of foundation and 3 pumps of concealer. 3 pumps of foundation and 3 pumps of foundation. And I'm like, okay, I'm using this up too quick. And so that's why I'm back to this again, so that way I can mix the primer and foundation together, because then it's just 2 pumps each to cover my entire face. And this is way too much. That's why this is way over here and way down here, because y'all know I don't put concealer all the way down on my cheekbone. So, but that was like way too much concealer. Natasha's, you only need a little bit. If I was a sponge person, that would come in handy right now too, because this is like too much. But so how it looks now, once it settles in, it'll be different. But we're gonna put on primer and foundation, and I don't put foundation directly under my eye when I do this, but whatever residue is left in the brush, I'll put that there. And so like from back here it looks good, but then when I get close, it's like, yeah, you got on too much. And so, and I knew it when I tapped the brush on it and put all those dots. And if y'all been here, y'all know how I used to do, with just like a dot here, and a dot over here. So, but for those who don't, and then trying to blend this out up here, I don't take the concealer on my eyelid at all. I never did, and I don't know why. I just never felt I needed to try that. But I caught a whiff of something. It smells good. I'm tripping. When my niece was leaving Thursday, when she came to visit, and so, and it was ironic because, you know, you hug people when they first come, and then you hug them before they go. And so when she hugged me before she left, she was like, "Auntie, you smell good. You smell like soap." I was like, "Thank you." I just thought that was funny. I was just like, oh, okay. And that's one reason it doesn't bum me out, like not being able to wear fragrance, because I'm like, if a person is clean, and most lotions, even if they're not scented, they have their own natural scent to it. Or if people use like body oils or like hair oils or something. So you're always going to smell something on somebody. Their soap might just have, you know, a scent to it, even though it's unscented. It just smells like, you know, the ingredients or whatever. But that took a long time to pat out. That was way too much. Excuse me for popping my mouth like that. And so, and for me, because I have sensitive sinuses, like when I come across people, or even when I used to walk the park, which hasn't been for years, like somebody will just jog past me, and then there's like a backdraft of cologne or perfume. I'm like, why are you putting on cologne and perfume, and you're gonna run around the park? Like, I'm just like, and it would be strong. And the friend I used to walk with, one of the friends I used to walk with, she doesn't have sensitive sinuses, and she'd be like, "Wow, you smell." She's like, "I know you smell that, doc." I'd be like, "Yeah, yeah." It's like, why? When we would go to the gym to get in the pool, you know, people coming in with perfume on. I'm like, why? Like, what? Or they go, or if they're like on the treadmill and you just smell all the stuffs, and it's just like, excuse me for that, y'all. I'm just like, why? Like, what am I looking for? I knew I had, okay, my foundation on. I'm feeling very attacked right now. I love my fingers. No, fragrance is good. I just have sensitive sinuses. And, you know, no shame to anybody at all. But I'm just saying, like, if you're going to go exercise, like, why are you putting on cologne? Because you're going to sweat anyway. And if you're the type of person where your sweat has a scent, and not everybody's sweat does have a scent, but if you're one of them people where your sweat is strong, you're going to smell the cologne or the perfume and the sweat. And like that to me never smells good, because it's just like, that is just, what, that is not a good combination. And so I don't mind it at all, but it's just usually smells too strong for me. But I was just saying why I'm okay with not being able to wear fragrance, because people keep telling me I smell good, and I'm like, they're like, what are you wearing? I'm like, what do you mean? You smell good. I'm like, it's probably my lotion. It's probably my lotion. But yeah, and I know people love fragrances. I know. I still have that red mark right there. And you know what? It's something had, I don't know if something bit me or what, but of course I kept picking it. So, you know, there's that too. So I think we're almost done with the foundation. I do feel like I've stopped sweating except for inside my elbow that's bent here. And so right now, whatever little bits on the brush, I am going in this area right here, but not necessarily putting it. When you heat up and start sweating, it intensifies the fragrance. LOL, I try to tone it down a little if I'm going to be in a big group, because I know some people are sensitive. I appreciate that on behalf of all sensitive sinus people, because some people, and then the thing too is, Janessa, if you're going to a meeting, or you know, everybody's in a conference room and you got like 20 out of 35 people wearing cologne and perfumes, it's just like, it's overbearing. It's just like, oh my God, it's like an assault on my sinuses. It's just too much going on. But I appreciate those people who they do wear it, and it is subtle. Because sometimes I make conversations really short, because I'm like, I cannot, no, my nose is burning. I can't keep standing here with you. But most days I'm in my office, I just sit there and smell like a hoe. That's okay, because I'll be like, that's my friend. Follow the smell, you'll find her. Hey, Dawn. That's my friend. Where's she at? Follow your nose. And so this is how I've been, not lately, but the last couple of weeks, and I've been doing makeup, because last week was funny. Just a quick update. I am going to redo unboxing. Ooh, Grace loves her sniff. Ooh. Grace loves her sniff. I am going to redo the unboxing, because I did decide to do a dedicated video. So feel free to skip it and not watch it, because you have seen me unbox it. So it's going to be like repeat stuff. And I did put it back in the box. So feel free to skip that video. Actually, feel free to do whatever with all videos. Watch the what you want. But y'all, it seems like there's a core group of you that are always under every video. And I'd be like, those is my trolls. It does feel good, y'all, to put on makeup. I still am not finished with this damn powder. And the PAO is November. And we're maybe 3/3 of the way done. But I'm like, so it did, even though I need to use more than this than the fashion fair, it is lasting me longer. And that's something I wondered about. This is too much powder. Y'all see it in the air? That's something I wondered about, was even though it's twice the product, am I going to use it up just as quick? Because I do need to use more for this to dry down the foundation. And is this the soft lit foundation? The soft matte foundation with the soft lit primer. And so those are the only two I have open now. But I do have equal amounts of backups for the soft lit foundation with the soft matte primer, and the soft lit primer with the soft matte foundation. Did I just say the same thing two different ways? Y'all know what I mean. I do hydrating with one and matte with the other. And I do like that mix, because I realized that once I started using the soft matte, at first I didn't like it, because I'm like, okay, this is just too shiny. And so I like it with the soft matte foundation. And I realized that with the soft matte primer and the soft matte foundation, it was just a little bit drying, and I think it's just my hormones, because I definitely know my hormones is changing. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. And so I was glad to find a way to still make. There goes Dawn again. Oh, Michelle has been here before. Thank you, Dawn. And actually, she's won a couple of the membership gifts, and so maybe she'll stay this time. I don't know. Yeah, she's received a couple. So we'll see. But thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. And I love when it's somebody who has been here and that pops in every now and then. Because sometimes I'm like, I don't know them people. I'm like, I get to know them if they show up. All right, now we're going to do our blush bronzer. We're just going to pick 2 bronzers. We got 10 and 11. And we're actually going to use the proper brushes. This is the angled soft cheek brush. But you know what? I don't think I want to do that. But we are. So this is 10 and this is 11. Hey, Joe. 10 says, is this 10? 10 says deep neutral undertones. That's this one. 11 says deep warm rosy undertones. So I think we will put on 10 first, which is this one. Sweating a little bit. I need to stop. How you doing today, Joe? Let's do this, y'all. And I keep meaning to do this on a more regular basis, and it's something that Lori does at the end of her lives, is that she asks, you know, all the content creators in the live to put what they have going on. And sometimes I remember to do it, and sometimes that I don't. Is Michelle in here? Oh, nah. Dawn gifted a membership, and it went to Michelle. And so for those of you in here who do content, put in the chat like what you have coming up this week, next week, or whenever on your channel, so that we can support you. Even though we can always just go to your channel, but make it known what you do. Make it known what you do. This is pretty. This brush is dense. It's soft though, and it's not pokey at all. But y'all know I don't usually put blush on this way. Usually I just fluff it with this brush, being lazy. But I said, you know what? Stop being lazy today. You fell pretty hard earlier, but I'm feeling better. You fell down? Excuse me. Fell pretty hard? You mean you fell down? I'm glad you're feeling better, though. Yeah, we can't be doing that at our age, because we can't be falling. Oh, man. I'm glad you're feeling better. Gosh, excuse me. This is 10. This is 11. This is 10 that's on. This side looks like it has more, but it's too late now. So we're going to put the 11 just back here. And we're just going to tap that on as you see. I'm working on another Get Ready With Me with Blvd bars, the chapter I played in a fundraiser show last weekend. I love your post, Jadessa. I'll be like, yeah, that's my friend. And so you're working on another Get Ready With Me. What else do the rest of you that do? I'm trying to think. Most of y'all don't do content in here. Even if you're on Instagram. Because I do know y'all. Oh my gosh. Janet posts on Instagram. So even if you're just on Instagram, you know, post still what you have going on. This is nuts. I'm having my own little personal summer. This is just crazy. Did I put foundation on my nose? I don't even remember. We're going to pick 2 blushes at random. Oh man. Yo, we picked the Side Sky and Watermelon Bliss, the 2 deepest ones. What the hell? What the hell? I'm going to put on the Side Sky first. Oh, my word. This is nuts. I'm going to take this brush. Oh, my gosh. So we're just going to tap in lightly and tap. Y'all, it don't take much. Barely. Like, oh, man. We would pick the two darkest ones. This is nuts. Is there any other blush brand you're interested in? Nope. And that's why I don't have any other ones. I got two from Cosmic Blushes that Grace had sent me, and I got two from Sigma that she had also sent me. But no, I'm not interested in any other ones. When I find something that I love, that's it for me. I don't feel like I need to keep trying to find the next best thing. I really don't. So that's why I only have these from House Labs and the ones that Grace has sent me. And I do like the ones that she sent me. So this is what we're looking like. Woo! What about it, Bliss? How many different blush brands do you have, Tanya? And we're going to put this up here. So it's going to be darker back here for my size guy, and then this up here. Is there any blush color you feel like you're missing? Nope. I got 7 blushes from House Labs, and they're all different colors. And so, no, I don't feel like I'm missing any color at all. How do you feel about Nomad Cosmetics? I ordered 3 newly formulated palettes. I really enjoy their company. I used to purchase from them for a while, and then for a while they were sending me PR, and then that ended when they started putting pressed pigments in their palettes. But I do think it's a solid brand. I can't speak much for the new formula because when I used to buy from them, it was the older formula. And so I do have Chicago Speakeasy. And I do really like that one. I really liked Berlin Underground. We're just blending this, whatever's left on the brush back here. So this is a Size Guy with, with Watermelon Bliss. I do think it's a solid brand. Oh no, I was saying, one of my favorites used to be You Love the Tones in Chicago Speakeasy. Yeah, that's the last Nomad palette I still have left. I did have Berlin Underground twice because I really liked it because it was grungy. Ghost Town was really pretty. Actually, all of their palettes are pretty in my opinion. But yeah, and I do think it is a solid formula. And when people have their critiques, they do actually pick into highlighters at random. Okay, whew, Golden Pyrite and Chocolate Opal. This is Chocolate Opal, this is Golden Pyrite. I was hoping I didn't pick Raw Amber and Chocolate Opal. Because I really like the grunge factor. So we're going to take Golden Pyrite first. But then when I was looking at it, because I used to wonder, like, would I get it again? And because the grunge I like is a little deeper, a little more messy, a little more, just the tones, just different kind of tones. So I decided not to get it. Because I also thought about stuff that I already, oh, look at that. Stuff I already have. And so I am satisfied. And so I was curious about the new formulation though, and I said, no, I need to stop buying stuff just because, y'all look at that. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna take some Chocolate Opal. I have been super in the blush the last couple of years. I thought I was slowing down when everything started being cream and liquid, but I kept going. But I done 4 blush videos. Y'all, heads up. Dawn chose 3 blushes for me to use. She couldn't decide. I'm like, girl. Oh, gosh. You love to see my blush collection. Are you talking about me? You haven't seen them all. And I did a video swatching all my House Lab stuff. So, I mean, and the other two, the 2 from Cosmic brushes are creams, and one of the ones from Sigma are creams. You've already seen all my blushes, Tanya, because you've been here long enough. Oh, that was for Joe? Oh, okay. Because I'm like, Tanya knew what I got. Like, why is she asking me that? So we're just going to put this, like, right here. When I use it a little bit, it's like, is it there, is it not there? But you kind of see that glow. Like, right, look right here. Like, so you see that glow come in when I turn how the light hits it. So that's what this does. And so I just put a little bit. And look at that. It makes me toasty, and I like it for that. But you can see it. So I just put it in, you know, strategic places. Just like a little here, a little there. And that's all we're going to do with that. Now we're going to spray the face. Let me see if I got beads of sweat first. Yeah, some beads of sweat. Let's get off the beads of sweat. And we're going to spray the face. You have to go back and watch that video. The reason I did that video is because House Labs had a sale coming up. And I said, oh, let me just watch all the blushes, because I got 7 of them. I got 7 of them. So I said, and I swatched all the highlighters. I swatched all the bronzers. I have 4 bronzers and 4 highlighters from them. And so I said, let me just try to help somebody if they're interested in buying something. They can at least see what they look like. All right, so we used everything from in here. So I'm going to move that aside and put my mirror closer. That's still, shoot. All right, I need to bring out my little stool to put this on that has my foundation and concealer. I am going to put the concealers away. I've been putting them in the foundation in my flat lay, but what am I looking for? Groundwork. But because it's always the same, I'm like, I don't feel like I need to keep them for every flat lay, because it's the same thing I'm using every single time in every video. I love their formula. Do not start sweating, girl. Their formula, I just love the formula. It just blends out so easy. Hey Sylvia, how are you? I was thinking, were you here? For some reason, I'm thinking, I don't know. How are you? I have not been well. I am a lot better today than yesterday, and yesterday I was a lot better than the last few days. So I don't know when I'm thinking of whatever I was thinking. I don't even know what I'm thinking. But how have you been? I did message Sandy on Instagram. I still have not heard from Sandy, y'all. And y'all know my mind is trying to go to the worst places. Because she's never been away like this long and has not returned like my emails or anything. And so like I'm really hoping that she's okay, because that's my 32nd day one, and I'm just like, girl, where you at? How you doing? So if anybody does hear from her, like, please let me know, because I don't have her number. Otherwise I would call her. So we would just email. Wait a minute, do I have her number? Would that be bold if I did call her? I'm trying to think if we ever text. Because if we text, it means I have her number. But I know we emailed. I'm going to have to check, see if I do have her number. So these are what we got. We're only going to use this bottom row for mattes, and maybe not all of them. So this is primarily what we're using. Janessa picked these 2 palettes. I have no idea what to do. Janessa, do I dare ask? Because I'm feeling like you're going to say greens. In this row, look at this middle shade. So that has some red in it. This is really cool, because like this plays off of this one. And when you turn it this way, it plays off of that. This is a gritty texture. This one, like, you can even see it. And I don't remember if it produces a lot of fallout or not, but I do know I love all the looks. I'm sure I loved all the looks I did with this palette. And so I was going to say, Janessa, do you have a preference for what colors to use? But because of the, that one looks like it's the only one that's shifting. Yeah, everything else seems to be what it is, except this one. This looks like a pink, purple, iridescent, whatever. But everything else, besides this one, is just regular. Yeah, that green row with the... Oh my gosh, green and pink. All right, so this column and some from this, well, some from this column, some from this one. That's what you're saying? Hi, Mom. How are you today? I feel so weird saying that. Calling you out. But how are you today? So this is what you're saying, Janessa? Some from this one and some from that one? Okay. No, the greens in Medusa. This is Medusa. This is the Medusa palette. Oh, you're saying the greens from Medusa and the pinks from this one? Rose from the Dead? I thought we were just using this one for the mattes. Okay, don't fuss at me now, okay. So we're going to be using these 3 greens over here, and Y'all, my face looks nice. Distracted myself with my glorious trollness. Okay. I'm doing a lot better. Thank you for asking. The last several days have been a little rough, but today is the best I felt. So, all right. So this column right here, I'm not giving y'all the finger. This column right here and this column over here, Janessa. All right. All right. All right. I said all right. Oh man, just that's it. I'm looking at these like. This is going to test these shadows too, because some of the ones in Medusa are a little bit gritty. These are all smooth, so we're going to see how they play together. It's going to be interesting to see this. So I'm thinking. Oh, wait a minute. But so we still only have one matte. I was going to say I'll do a halo look, but usually I use two mattes when I do a halo look, so we're not going to be able to do that. I still could, but that'll be way different. But y'all know I do different anyway. So let's get started priming the eye with the Fenty primer. Yeah, I'm looking at these like, let me see if I can hold these up side by side, because I'm like, I don't know. But y'all know we're going to make it work. So these are the two columns, this one here and this one here. This is what we're working with. And this one looks like it wants to have a shift. Yeah, this one right here. Okay. Okay. I just put my stuff where they should be, and then everything started rolling. Roll. All right, let me prime the eye so we can get started with I don't know what the hell. All right, where's the primer? I'm kind of shooketh, Janessa, because I'm looking at these like gun and cotton candy virus and the pink. Yeah. We're gonna make it work though, because y'all know we just be doing stuff here. So I mean, Whew. So the member shop my stash in Thursday's live is Dawn's look, and it's going to be interesting. And I have realized that most of my looks were sort of like monochromatic, and so I asked her if she had like a color preference, and or just hop around, and she said just hop around. And so we're doing two diagonals, and so we're going to be using 6 shades from that palette. And I did I write them out though? I think I did write them out, what we're going to be using where. But I'm excited to see how it comes out, because I've been kind of not really feeling what I've done, only because they turned out to be like monochromatic, and so I'm just like, you know what I mean? And so this is it's going to be interesting for me to see what happens with the colors. But I do think it's going to be a nice look. I know that question's not for me, because Grace has a lot of videos on sniff. That would be a good place to go to hear about the notes and longevity and stuff like that. But all right, now we're gonna put on Dawn Are the Sweet Tooth. I think I You pulled out your Vision palettes today. I saw a thumbnail from Morgan Turner, excuse me, that they re-released their Intendu ones, the two beige Beckies, that's what we call them, and she said they sold out like right away. And so looking at both of them, I'm like, Biba satisfies me for that. And then I'm like, if somebody has that new Spectrum palette from Sigma, that would satisfy that too. But I do think Esam's formula is better than Sigma, and I do like their formula. My thing with Viseart is that it wasn't enough punch for me. They weren't deep enough for me. They weren't dark enough for me. They weren't bold enough for me. But for those who just like, you know, glam looks, natural looks, I mean, the formula is amazing. It really is. And I used to have quite a bit of their stuff, and then I realized that it wasn't calling to me. And I'm like, why not? It's a beautiful formula. The shades are pretty. And that's when I realized it just wasn't feeding a certain part of my makeup soul. And that's okay. But I do love their formula. And so I don't buy anything from them because even their colorful palettes is just like not enough for me. So, all right, y'all, we are going to, damn, Janessa. Use your Ultra Prestige coupon for yours. Some of the snip perfume is good. Some is a little different. We're just going to do stuff. We're just going to take this one. This one is Revenant. This should be one of those, why am I using this? I got confused and was thinking this was this brush, but then I'm looking at it like if it was this one, it would have had concealer on it. So I was just like, yeah, I was just looking at the shade. So I'm just pressing, y'all. Look up. Ooh! I'm just pressing. Y'all. Janessa's asking if anyone has tried the new Morphe palette. That is one brand I've never purchased from except one thing. And I saw it at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and it was one of their liner brushes, and it was like $2.99. This is the only thing I have from Morphe. It was $2.99 at Target, not Target, TJ Maxx or Marshalls. That's the only thing, because I'm like, I refuse. They've always just been so messy, and I know it's just makeup, it's just brushes. I know. But it just never felt right for me. And I'm not knocking it. Like, do get what you get, love what you love, wear what you wear, because they do come out with some nice looking stuff. I've just never felt curious enough to try it or wanted to try it. Y'all, look at this green. And we're gonna put a pink next to it. Y'all, this shade. Notoriously Morbid, y'all. I do have a 15% off code down below. You will wait for a while to get your stuff. And now they're doing a custom palette. So I'm just like, I ain't ordering nothing until all the I'm not ordering nothing probably till like the fall, because they're going to be backed up. And so people are excited, and I'm like, yeah. And then 2 months from now, you're going to be like, where are my stuff? But then you get it. It's going to be like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And I hate that, Janessa. When you said that, you were right. You were like, yeah, we get all frustrated and upset. That stuff takes so long. And then we get it. We're like, oh. And you're absolutely right. BH was your brand and got you started on palettes. Yeah. Their stuff is okay too. I used to wear their stuff before. Give Me Glow singles have arrived and your empty palettes. Oh, so you got stuff to put together and to show in a video. That's what you're saying, Dawn? Or at least Dawn, start posting pictures on Instagram, like something. I do want you to start doing videos though, Dawn. We're gonna take this shade. This shade is, what's the paper say? 1, 2. Oh, that's a long title. Ring the Bell. Is that right? Yeah, this shade is Ring the Bell. This paper has the names on it, because I'm a label hoe, and I want to know what stuff is without having to get confused looking on the back. And this is the paper for Stone Cold Medusa. So yeah, this one is Ring the Bell. We're going to take Ring the Bell. And I forgot about Ray Ray. Wait, what you know say I had a good deal? Oh, rooting for... Yo, I just got dizzy. What the hell? What the fuck? I'm rooting for them now that they are under new ownership. Oh, okay. Yeah. I have 1 of the 12 pins and 3 of the 6 pins on the way with my coupon and Ulta points. All that for like $6. Yo, I just got freaking dizzy. Like, seriously. Like, what the hell? That was my first sip of Mountain Dew of the day, and it tastes funny. Follow that with some water. Sylvia says, Jen, that I want to see your lippy collection. I love your IG pictures. Yeah, her pictures do be nice. She be doing some really nice looks. All right, so ring the bell. Ooh, this has a green flip to it. Or is it just pulling off of the green that's next to it? I did not overlap to blend them. That is this shade right here. This one. Wow, I'm chugging my Mountain Dew too. I don't chug. You hardcore. I just sit. You hardcore. You be chugging. So we're just gonna put this right here. Now we're gonna overlap to blend. Y'all, this is nice. Damn. But you know what though? It is looking like shades I have from Luvs though. The way they're showing up. This is nice. Oh my gosh. I feel like I lost some green over here blending because this side looks brighter. So we're gonna go back to that first brush. That first shade. Yeah, we're gonna pop some more in the corner right here. Y'all, these shades. I forgot how nice Notoriously Morbid is. I forget too. And I'll be like, ooh. And then like I do that one pat, I'll be like, ooh. I know. I have not opened the new palette yet. It's Neon Grunge, I believe. And so y'all know I'm like I'm itching to get into it, but I put it aside because I'm gonna wait till the other order come, which is just lipsticks. So I have it out of sight, but it's still not out of mind. But now we're gonna take, after decades of drinking caffeine all day, torture. And I would drink like maybe 10 ounces of Mountain Dew a day. Because when I was working, because I'm nocturnal, but I had a day job, in the afternoons, I would sip Mountain Dew because that's what kept me safe for myself and other people when I was driving. And so maybe 10 ounces every afternoon I would drink, and that would be it. Now, what are we going to do now? Let's just take this one. We're going to go down the road. So we're going to take that shade. That one is Frenzy. Wait, this is the one we used. This is Frenzy, the one that has that flip. All right. We're in a Frenzy. Janessa. I'm going to put that over here. So we're doing Medusa, Rose from the Dead, Medusa, Rose from the Dead. That seems like what we're going to be doing. So we're just going to roll with it. I feel so much better than yesterday. Yesterday, I felt like I was in slow motion, and I did watch it back, and I was just like, you needed to go lay down. And so, but I do thank y'all for bearing with me for that. Look at that little, look at that little glow, that little dual chrome, and that little tiny space showing up. Y'all, these, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was horrible. Was that you, Alexandra, that asked if I was well? Because somebody asked that, and I thought that was so cute. Yeah, was that you though? That was like, I don't mean to be rude. Forgive me for asking, but are you not well? Or something like that. And I was like, oh, I said, I must really look like shit. Yeah, but I really was not. But this is way different than yesterday, right? Yesterday, I was like, I still do the live. And I told people, if I could just sit on this chair, I'm gonna do the live or the video. Like when I'm not here, when there's no content, that's when y'all know, like, oh crap, like she's really in a bad way, like she ain't got nothing going on her channel. But I thought that was so sweet. Now we're going to go back to Rose from the Dead, and we're going to take this one. It was another person in the chat. Okay, might have been Natalie. Her name is not Natalie, and that's what I called her, but that's not how it's spelled. Similar, but not quite. So we're going to take this shade, and that shade is Ritual of Life. Ritual of Life. So we're going to, yeah. This one is picking up like it's loose. Like, I don't know if you can see the shadow pieces. and I'm tapping it, and not much is coming off. But we're just going to press that over here. Janessa, I want to thank you because I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have thought to do this. I keep falling asleep. I keep falling into nightmares last night, lucid sleep and all. Oh my gosh. Or how are you feeling today? Because that's really rough. Sometimes I'll be lucid dreaming and I'll just be like, and then when I wake up, I'll be like, is this real? Like, am I still, like, it's disorienting for me. Um, but it's a strange sensation, like to be dreaming and know that you're dreaming, but then stuff that's happening like isn't making sense, and I'm sad to hear that they were nightmares. Mine just be weird. Tired, only got about 4 hours. I hope you get some rest today if you're able to sleep today. And sometimes after a series of dreams, I'll just wake up and I'm just exhausted. I feel like I didn't sleep at all. I'm really liking how these go together because it's just pinks and greens, which is what Janessa wanted. But everything is flowing so well together. And I think maybe because all of them is so high shine. Like, look at the... this is really pretty, Janessa. Thank you. Because I would not have thought to use that row of greens with this row of pinks. I would not have thought that at all. And I do have fallout from this shade. Do I care? No, because I know I'm looking good. And I do... yeah, both of those shades gave me fallout. But it's blending in with my highlighter. Most of it did wipe away. That's good. My daughter told me I've been asking, am I talking in your sleep lately? I know I've woken yourself up arguing with somebody in a dream. Oh man, that's got to be something. You'd be like, oh man. I don't think. Well, I wouldn't know unless I woke myself up. I was gonna say I don't think I talk in my sleep. I used to date this guy. He worked construction. And so we'd be sleeping and like on like how you just like kind of cuddle when you go to sleep. Like his hand would be on my leg and I would feel he would just go like this. And I knew he was sleeping. And so I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Hammering." So he was like hammering in his sleep, but it was... And he don't remember me asking. He don't remember saying that. So I thought that was kind of funny. Like you can talk to people and they're sleeping. They'll answer you, but they won't remember because they're sleeping. I was like, "What are you doing?" He said, "Hammering." I was like, "Okay." So that was interesting. As if he didn't work hard enough and then you dreaming about working. So we got we got this left to use. This is the textured one, and we have this one to use. So we're going to put this outer corner. So we're messing up our Medusa rose, because now we're going to put another rose, and we are going to put... Or Janessa, do you want me to go ahead and put this in the outer corner since this is your eyeshadow look? And then we'll just put the other one. I didn't do inner rims and lower lash line. So Janessa, put this underneath or in this space on the corner. And while I'm waiting for you to answer that, we're going to just semi-randomly pick two. This is Sick Tap Bro. You think outer corner? Okay. I don't know why I would have thought you wouldn't want more shimmer on the lid. Usually I do my inner rims after I do my my base, my foundation and powders and all of that, but I have forgot today. This is getting me back in the groove, so thank y'all for that. What am I going to say while I'm doing this? So y'all just not listening to the sound of the fan. I thank y'all for being here. I moved today's video, I think, to like next week or something. Or maybe I put it for Friday. So we're not going to have anything tomorrow. And we'll be back here Thursday for the live. I'm going to redo opening that box. Turn this fan to face me. My ex woke me up to warm chicken wings one night. He woke up the next morning asking me why was there plated chicken bones on his side of the bed. He didn't remember eating the wings. Damn. So he asked you for wings and ate the wings. And don't remember none of it. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. And I'm sure you thought he was wide awake to like get up and heat up the wings. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Why there's a plate of chicken bones on my side of the bed? That is funny. I'm reading it good. Like, did I read that right? Wow. That is hilarious. Thank you for that laugh. I haven't laughed like that in a while. Sleep eating wings. Oh, man. That is hilarious. He didn't remember asking and didn't remember eating them. That's just something, though. Like, he actually, like, ate the wings. And don't remember eating the wings. Sleep eating wings, said Alexandra. That is hilarious. Wow. That definitely beats just hammering on my leg. He done ate a plate of wings. That is funny. I think an eyelash curls up into this eye. Because now it feels like it's something in there. All right, so we're going to take... I'm not going to use this brush or this brush. These are the same brushes. I use those for transition. We're not going to use those because this textured shade. Yeah, it's textured. So this shade is Vengeance. This is Vengeance. And yummy, that spaghetti was good. I'm so full. You never let them forget it. I wouldn't either. That's what I should have did. I should have took out. I didn't. Oh, you know what? I have a salad I need to eat, and today is the last day for it. So, excuse me. So after this, I'm going to fix a salad. I need to think of what protein to put in it. The last salad I made, I put salmon in it. Knowing men, he might have been hammering your leg with something else. No, I do believe it was just him, because he usually works in concrete. But if there's something else that needs to be done, you know, then he'll go do that. But yeah, when I met him back in '84, he was in trade school and he used to work in sheet metal. So like he's always done construction, manual labor type work. Yo, that's hard work. I'm like, dude, like you don't want to be like 70 and you still out here, you know. What was I gonna say? Construction, that's hard work. That's like manual labor. I tell you what, he's in good shape though. Okay, so that's Vengeance. That came out dark. That's this shade. Hey, Locke. I love salmon too. That's my favorite. Here's something weird. I knew somebody who said they didn't like salmon, but they eat it sometimes. And I'm like, well, why do you eat it sometimes if you don't like it? She didn't have an answer. And I wasn't being smart. Like, I was really curious. Like, because there's options. Like, you don't have to... I mean, it's not like you out somewhere and your only choice is to eat salmon. Like, you can order something else. And then she also told me she didn't like cinnamon, but she keeps cinnamon in her cabinet. I'm like, why? Like, I just... She didn't have an answer. And I'm just like... Because I'm not going to eat something I don't like. I will say this, though. I don't like Dr. Pepper. But every once in a while, maybe like every fourth year when the moon is, golden pink or something, I might just want something different. And so I will, get a Dr. Pepper. But it's not like I can't stand it, don't like, I just don't like it, but not, I don't know. So maybe it's something like that where she just wants something different. So even though she don't like it, she'll just still just eat it. And I'm just like, but at least I have a reason for it. Like that's the reason. Sometimes I just want something different than what I've been drinking and what I've been, enjoying. And so I'll get a Dr. Pepper. But she didn't even have an answer. And so then I'm like, that to me, that makes it kind of worse because then I'm like, why'd you even bother telling me that? And she knows I like to understand things. And so she had to have known I was going to ask her, like, well, why do you eat it if you don't like it? But, yeah, y'all, I'd be like, why? Like, make it make sense to me. And my mind likes to make sense. One day my therapist, y'all, sometimes I will get a taste for some foods I don't like. Yeah, like a craving. Yeah. Like now you've been eating PB&J sandwiches. So you don't like PB&J sandwiches? I do, but I don't have any because I don't buy bread. And not for any particular reason. And so I don't buy peanut butter and jelly. But I do like it. I'm looking at the shapes. I think this is as close they're going to get. Sometimes I buy hot dogs and eat one and ask myself why I bought them. I like hot dogs and beans. Like I'll cut them up and put them in baked beans. I want to go back to this shade because I want this to look a little more blended. But yeah, hot dogs is mystery meat. So this is these three shades we have on. So we're going to close up this palette. We're going to go back to, what shade was that? Ritual of Life. We're going to go back to this one and pull that this way just to kind of blend with that brown. That's all we ate when we were kids for lunch. You got so sick of them. That makes sense. That makes sense. I used to love me some pork roll on a potato roll with mustard. I used to love that. I used to love it. And I don't know if that was something they would give us at lunch, in like elementary school or whatever. But I used to love me just like one piece of pork roll on a potato roll with mustard. That was my jam. I was like, ooh. But then as an adult, I stopped eating it because you can't buy a small quantity of the pork roll. And I used to eat Scrapple until I read the ingredients. And I'm like, oh, hell no. What the fuck is this? Because I used to love some Scrapple too. I was in my early 20s and I read the ingredients. I put it back. I have not had it since. I was like, this is mystery meat. And I've been in the military, so I know mystery meat. Okay, this looks a lot better because that looks blended. So we're going to work on this side some more. So I'm just tapping a little bit. Pork roll is mystery meat. I don't even know how to describe it. It's it comes in a what is it? I can't even. Somebody help me here. What is pork roll? It's like if you're at, I never ate liver. Oh no, I can't get past the look of it. And blood sausage, like what the fuck? Like no. Like if you go to the deli and you see how there's like a pack of bologna and then they cut the plastic off the end and slice it. The pork roll is like that, but it's just a small little thing. It's maybe about this big, but it's just a roll. And it says pork roll, and so you slice it. So just different parts of pork meat that they grind up and then they flatten it and roll it into a roll. That's the best way I can describe it. But it's a weird food in that it's not nutritious at all. Nutritious. It's not nutritious at all. But I used to love it. Just one slice on a potato roll with mustard. Okay, we have our blend. This way it don't look blended, but then this way it does. This way it doesn't, but then this way it does. So we're going to leave that. Yeah, so that gave me some more fallout, just a little bit. Whew. Okay, so we got one more color to use, and that's this one. And this one is Expression of Grief. I do like Spam. I don't buy Spam. They do have small tins of it. But still, you have to eat it in a certain amount of days. And because Spam, to me, is so salty, Like, I'm like, I don't want to eat this every day for 5 days. And so I don't buy it because then it ends up being wasted. Um, but I would put that in like fried rice, that type of thing. I need a brush for lower lash line. We're going to use this for lower lash line. Yes. What is it called? Musubi, with seaweed and rice and spam. And I learned that from when I was over in Hawaii. And I used to make it, and I still have the tool thing. And it's a rectangular shape, maybe like this big. And that's how you pack your rice in it, and you lay out the seaweed, and you put the thing on top of the seaweed and push it down, and it pushes out the rice into a perfect little rectangular square. And it's the size of the piece of spam, and then you put the piece of spam on it, and then you roll it up. Yeah. But I haven't done that in probably like 15 years. Musubi. Yeah, I used to make it quite often. Then I'm like, you know what, y'all, this is like too much sodium. And even the low sodium, this is like still a lot of sodium. Only when I fried rice or with scrambled eggs once in a while, I have a few cans for emergency. That's a good idea. So maybe I should do that too, because it'll last forever. I have some canned tuna, canned salmon, canned chicken, tins of sardines, and the best by date is 2028. And so I don't even touch it. I'm just like, it'll be here. So maybe I should get some spam. Yeah, and I don't know why I got away from making musubi. Well, because the spam was too salty, but. So we're going to take this shade. I'm wondering if I should use a different brush. And this is going to go on our lower lash line. This should make it grungy over this green. Yeah, and I used to make fried rice, but then I stopped because it's hard to make a little bit, and it's only me here. So I'm like, I don't want to eat rice for like 7 days. And freezing it, to me, it just don't be the same. Like, it messes with the texture of the rice or something. Excuse me. But I do like fried rice. But ew, that made it grungy. Oh, that's pretty. So what do you think of this look, Janessa? Since this is your look. Remember, pick my palettes. I think I put your name in the title. Oh, in the description box, y'all, I do have her website. So if y'all haven't checked out Janessa's website, do check that out. It's very interesting, very lively. And she's good about posting she's good about posting here on YouTube, and she will put, you know, the article is ready on my website or whatever. So she does put a notice out here on YouTube. So be sure that y'all do check that out. If you're here for the replay, thank you. I appreciate you. Make sure you check out Janessa's channel. And I did tag her below. That'll take you to her channel. Ooh, that's pretty. Love it. Love how the colors are all working together. Lots of contrast. But they're great. I was surprised too. Like, this is really... Because at first I was like, oh, good grief. But, yeah, so that was this row. Let me hold up the other one together. So we just have lower lash line to do. No, we don't. Upper lash line to do. Oh, and I'm sure Janessa's going to pick a green or maybe a hot pink. But we're going to look at my water liners. So we use this column right here, and we use this pink column right here. So these are the 6 shades that we used. And I would not have thought to put these together. Maybe if they were in the same palette, I might be like, okay, let's just do something. But I really doubt, excuse me, that I would have thought to like pair these 2 palettes, particularly these 2 columns. Because I was thinking just use a couple mattes from the bottom with this palette. And Janessa was like, no, the greens from one and the pinks from the other. So that's what we did. Yeah, so I wouldn't have. That's why I like, you know, members pick my stuff, shop my stash, because y'all might come up with ideas that I wouldn't think to do. And I always say we're going to make it work, but like, damn, like it made itself work. And it is very colorful, everything. And even just that shine. This is nice. This is nice. I did change out my water in here. So it's fresh water in it. And a lip. So think of a lip, Janessa. So this is, these are our watercolors. It's nothing like fresh Fried rice isn't. Oh, the Costco fried rice isn't that bad. But do you like making it yourself? Yeah, when I've made it, it was easy to make, but it was just hard to make a little bit, and I don't know why. So I need to. And I could do a little bit, because I could make it, make the rice in my rice cooker, and then when that cooks, just transfer it to the stove and put in other stuff. So I could do that. And you know what it was? I was following a recipe, and me like a dingbat, instead of like reducing the number, I just made it how it said to make it, and it was like this huge pot of rice, and I'm just like, too much. Maybe the darker pinkish purple, maybe that darker pinkish purple top row middle, this one. I love how you top row middle. What? I thought I had it. Dark pinkish purple, top row middle. Okay, so this one, top row middle. All right, so the darker one, this one. Thank you, Janessa, because you know I be struggling with instruction and colors. And I want to be embarrassed by it, but it's like, that's just me. I just don't know colors. And so, thank you for being so precise. And this is Psych Pop, is the name of this duo. Psych Pop. So we're going to use the darker, okay, pink purple. So I'd have been like, it ain't no purple. So I'm mixing the brush in the liner. So I dipped the tip of this in here, and then I tapped it on my cloth down here, and now I'm just making it where I can use it. Oh my gosh, Janessa, a bright pink lip. That would be interesting. I do have that lippy from Sephora cream lip stain, and it's called Hot Hot Pink. That's the first one that comes to mind. Oh, that's pretty. And for this to be this dark, if I kept going over it, it might get darker. It looks darker in person, but then I guess not, because then when I look at it in the pan, it's like, that is what it looks like. So I'm thinking hot, hot pink. I'm hoping they don't make my lips look real big. My lips are full enough for me as they are. I'm thinking I should try that tool you sent me, Janessa. I still haven't used it yet. Have you used yours? That liner tool? This is pretty. This is really nice. I'm going to dip back in very slightly into the water. Have you used your tool, and should I use it or just wing it by hand? And I think I haven't used it yet because I'm just in the habit of just winging it by hand. I think I'm going to go ahead and try it. You haven't yet? You're still scared of wings? Now you're making me question if I should do it or not. Because the thing is, it's like, it'll be a straight line, but if I don't put it in like the same exact position, it's still going to be different. Oh, Lord. And because I have this fold over here, y'all. All right, so I'm putting this in the corner of my tear duct area. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. And now there's like this gap. Oh my goodness. My brush is too wet. And this has its water on it, but that'll just wipe off. So how did I have it? I had it this way. All right, so let's turn it this way. Put the corner in my tear duct. First time I'm using it. Janessa sent me this. But it just makes like a hook right here. And it has to be the way I'm holding it, because I'm the only one like trying to work with this thing over here. I gotta let this liner dry down a little bit. Do they look the same? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are they both straight? And not one like this way and one this way? What? All right, let me dry the brush off some. I'm wiping the brush in the liner again because this is patchy. Oh, it's not wanting to go. I think I like it. I don't like that there's a space right here, but in this side, in the mirror over here, I can barely see the liner on the wing part, which may be a good thing because then it's not showing patchy if I can't see it. But when I look up here, I do see it. So I just need to, which way did I do it? I did it this way. I need to just make sure I'm putting it where I can feel it. So this is, and it is pokey. So I need to be careful because y'all know I get clumsy and I might do this and turn and like scratch my eyeball. But I put it in my tear duct. Oh, that hurts. It's pointy. This is very pointy. This, y'all. And so I try to put it in the same place here. But, and because this is water activated liner, it wiped right off on my cloth down here. I still think this one is further down or thicker, something, but we're just going to leave it. We're just going to leave it. We're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. All right. So a hot pink lip. They are both straight though. I'm not going to get too excited because I'll get excited. And next time I do it, it'll be all sorts of jacked up. So I'm going to just chill and just be like, yeah, you did good, troll. You did good. And just not get too, oh, y'all, did y'all see that? Yeah, we ain't going to do all that because, hot pink. Bright pink lip. Regular mascara or the white one? Excuse me. Hey, let me take some of this City Beauty off my lips. As a reminder, for those who came later, I am going to redo the Sunday Riley PR unboxing because I felt like I did want to do just a dedicated video. There's no obligation to post. They didn't say anything. It was just like, we're sending you this, and then like that was it. I just realized, regular mascara, I just realized I didn't do any blending up here, and nobody ain't say nothing. I was just so enraptured with how the eyeshadow looks that I didn't even think about blending this top line. So this is blended, this is not blended. And you can see the difference, particularly like this area right here. So we're going to just blend this a little bit. So if you have trouble blending, I don't always use a shade to blend out another shade. Just take a brush with no shadow on it that's kind of dense yet soft and just go over that line or whatever you're trying to blend. And look at that. It works. So this is how I usually blend this top line, whether or not I'm putting shadow up here. And I just realized we didn't do a brow bone shade, but it's like, I don't even care. So we did use all 6 shades, the 2 columns that Janessa chose for me to use. And I do really like this look. I do. So we're going to do the lip and do the mascara. And then we will be done. I like how my lower lash line is darker and it looks grungy. Yeah. All right, so this is the look, y'all. I gotta remember to take pictures like after the live is over. All right, so hot pink from Sephora. Man, is that my only pink? That is my only pink. That is my only, I'm just checking, but I do think that is my only pink. I'm going to declutter some more of my lipsticks. That ain't pink. This is pink. That's not pink. What was I going to say? This is pink. No, this is hot pink. Yeah, this really is pink. The lip I did for the mermaid look, if y'all seen it on Instagram, that's the same look that Dawn chose. Dawn was like, I like the lip you're wearing. I'm like, okay, we'll do this again. Dawn was funny when she was picking my face, picking out stuff to use. Is this bright pink enough for you, Janessa? This is something. Feels like there's a string. I did pull one off. Why is there a string in my lipstick? Yeah, this number is 126 Hot Pink Sephora Cream Collection. When they have 30% off, that's when to get these if you want them. They have darker colors, different colors. They have nudes. They have the whole gamut. The price did go up when they reformulated. It is the same amount of product as the previous formula. It just had a longer cap, so it looked like it was more, but it really wasn't. When I looked at the quantities, it's the same amount. So they did raise the price. I think they're like $15, $16. But for 30% off, when they have that sale, is really good. It's looking patchy on my end. The fan is not facing me, but it feels like it's drying like super fast. This is like Barbie core with an edge. You did it, Janessa. This lip, I need to stop because it's making my lips look fuller. I don't want to look like a blow-up doll. Y'all know what y'all haven't missed not having a TV, but then I'm thinking because I wasn't well and I was sleeping most of the time. Because I was thinking, do I even want to buy a new TV? If I had it, I know I would watch it. But because of the streaming apps, I can stream them on my laptop too. And so I've been wondering, like, do I really want to get another TV? So this is what we got. Okay, for real. No, I think we do want to look like blow-up dolls. That's the goal. Oh, hell no, Janessa. We are not doing some OnlyFans content over here. I can say this in all honesty. I'm not, I don't like this lip with the look. I think it's too bright. And it's just me because I'm not used to just wearing this bright. Like I would do like an ombre lip and put something darker or a liner or something like that. Do you ever round out the Cupid's bow just to see what it would like? No, I just keep it like it is. No. I don't like that look because I can always tell when people overline and it doesn't look natural because it's not natural. And so I've never had the inkling to like do it for myself. But I do like the lip color. I wouldn't have it, but it is bold. It is really bold. I love the eye look. And I do like, though, that in kind of a way, the lip plays off of the liner, like this part of the liner, because over here you can clearly see it's a different color. But looking at it this way, it does seem to play off of some of the shades that I see, some of the pink that I see in the eyeshadow looks. And so I do see how the lip does tie in. I'm just not used to my lips being blow-up doll-ish. We shall say. But Janessa says that's the goal. So if that's the goal, we did it. You do it on your day off sometimes just to see. I can't take myself seriously though. Like that first time I did them foo-foo lashes, I said, I cannot look at myself. I cannot take myself seriously with these lashes on. The very first time I tried it. It was so funny. Um, it took me to the third time to put on lashes that I was comfortable putting them on and they actually looked decent. And it wasn't as much of a learning curve as I thought it was going to be, because I always thought learning how to put on lashes was going to be like this whole, production and all of this, but it really wasn't. And so I am comfortable doing it though. And because I don't do my own lashes though, like I don't even think to ask clients, do you want lashes? And none of them ask for it. So I'm just like, okay. But I do honestly forget. So stuff I don't do for me, I forget to do on clients unless something stands out to me. Like I don't curl my lashes. The only time I'll think to curl lashes is if theirs are like really downturned or they're just really straight. Because some people lashes just go straight out or they go straight down. And then I'll look and be like, oh yeah, I need to curl those. But I think because my lashes are already curled and the mascara does bring out the curl, like I just don't think to curl lashes. And they say always curl lashes. I be forgetting half the time. And even if I'm questioning, I might say, do you want your lashes curled? And someone will be like, oh, do whatever you normally do. And I'm thinking I don't normally curl my lashes or lashes. And so when they say that, I'll just do it. Because the thing is, when you say you're a professional something, like they trust that. And they'll be like, whatever you think is best, just do it. And so then I'm like, okay, in my mind, I'm like, let me just do all the things. Yeah, so it's really just kind of, I don't want to say ironic, because if you say you're a pro at something, like if I tell like a certain type of personality person that I have a doctorate degree in psychology, all of a sudden they want to tell me their whole life story, and I'm like, you got to pay if you want my opinion. Because like you're not going to just use me up. Well, what do you think about my fee is such and such an hour? Because you ain't going to just be using me up like that. So this is the look. Green eyeshadow is back. You did it, girl. High five. Same when you do green eyeshadows, you can't get used to it. I think, what color are your eyes, Dawn? Because somebody was trying to tell me they always do eyeshadow, and I had a brush out for my brow arch, and I didn't even do it. They tried to tell me they always wear eyeshadow that matches, or it brings out or enhances their natural eye color. And I'm thinking, who cares? Hazel. As I was thinking, who cares? Like, and then when I thought about it, I'm like, well, my eyes are brown. Everything goes brown. Sometimes they look more brown than other times. Like right now, they're looking like a light brown. Sometimes they look a little bit deeper. Sometimes it's the lighting. Sometimes it's just whatever, eyeshadow or eyeliner I have on might make it look a little different. Every now and then somebody be like, yeah, it's like that Hazel. So I think it's whatever eyeliner I use, whatever color. But and that's part of the intro is, sometimes people think a certain way because that's what they keep hearing. Like, who cares if you bring out your eye color or not? Like, it's just wear what you want to wear. And so, but some people, I get it though. Some people are I think they're just self-conscious. And so they want to do, all the things that people say you should do to get a certain effect instead of just being like, this is who I am, fuck you. You know what I mean? But, so I do understand it. And so I do just wish that more people would just embrace who they are and how they look and not be concerned about this feature, that feature. Your features are your features. All right, I'm on a rant. Let me stop. So this is the look. It looks okay, says Dawn, but I prefer purple or brown. I just love those tones more, and mauves. I just look in the mirror and think, yes, I like that. That's cool. And that's important too, as long as you like it and not just, like I was saying, people do stuff because of what other people say or what they think or what the magazine said or whoever. The lip is growing on me. It is bright pink. The lip is growing on me, Janessa. And I do honestly like how it plays off of the reddish and the purples and the pinks in the eyeshadow look. It's growing on me. In the cheek situation, we got a lot of boldness going on. And so, yeah, Janessa has me using like 2 blushes now. And And I used to use 2 bronzers. We're back to 2 bronzers. Now we're doing 2 blushes and 2 highlighters. Y'all, my face be like, but it looks good though. I forgot to use an hourglass powder. Oh well. But anyway, I look good. Thank you, Janessa, for doing this. So what else does anybody have going on this week so that we can support each other? And I'm just making sure I'm not missing any chats. It's a blow. Janessa, you funny. Looking like a blow up doll is Nicole. Barbie pink. Yeah, it's called hot pink. And when she said bright pink, I knew exactly what to use. I need to do a bright pink, but it feels so, it's loud on me, and I'm sure you're lighter than me, so I'm like, I can imagine they can probably find you in the dark. Follow the pink light. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't I say something else? Let me go back. Bright pink. I swear laundry never stops. I need to do laundry, but I didn't have energy to do any more after I did my sheets last night, but I am glad that I did. I'm still scared of wings. Okay, where did I pass it? Because it was something when you put the lip, you put another comment. All right, I'm at the spam. Maybe the dark pinkish. Okay, so that's the eyeliner. Oh, or you said or a black lip with something pink over it. I didn't read that part earlier. I just saw bright pink and my mind went to this. Because we could have did a black and tapped one of these shades on top of it. But then I don't know like what it would have turned into. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, you know, stuff looks different over black than it looks how it is. So we could have put one of these on top of it. But I'm glad we did use the... Okay, wait a minute. Let's take... We're still gonna top it just to see. One of these shadows is like flaky in here. So we're gonna take Ring the Bell, this shade right here. Hey Grace. And we're gonna just tap that and see. Oh my. This is really blow up dollish. Oh my goodness. I done did it now. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I cannot. So being shiny, now my lips look even bigger. Achievement unlocked. Oh my god. I need to go hang out at the gas station. Like somebody. Oh my gosh. I cannot. Coco shimmy. Oh, you talking to Grace? Okay. I love when all y'all talk to each other. It looked like I just dipped my lips in salt or sugar. Oh my word. I'm speechless. Whose idea was that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, the frosted lip. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna get ready to go. I'm looking at this like it just grew on me, and then I put the shadow on it. Now I'm back to like, yes, I did go there. The frosted lip is making a comeback, I think, now for me. I don't think it's for me either. Okay. I gotta go, y'all, because every time I look, I'm just like, I don't hate it. It's just like, girl, you can dip your lips in sugar or salt. Hooker clown perfection. Janessa done turned me into a mini me. I'm a hooker clown for real now. Oh my gosh, this my jaws are hurting from laughing so much. My TMJ is acted up. Oh my gosh, y'all. This I all right, we're gonna go because I can't even really like speak right now. So we're gonna go. You need hot pink circles on your cheeks. Ah, that's another video. Um, but you know what though? Seriously, if there's like a Barbie collab, this would go good with that. And then just do pink eyeshadow, do a frosted look, or use like glitter to spice up the eyeshadow look with glitter. Use more pink instead of like the darker red tone. So I think this would be great for like a Barbie look. Looks like there's a line right there. So I do think this has a place. I do think it has a place. So if there's ever a Barbie lab, blue eyeshadow like Barbie, you know that don't work for like black folk, brown folk. Blue eyeshadow don't really always work for us. But that was the thing back in the day. It was like blue eyeshadow and a red lip. That wasn't a people of color thing. That was just like the societal norm, which was based on a certain population. But because that was the only thing out there, that's what people of color thought they needed to do. People I knew when they went to prom, darker than me, blue lipstick, red lip. And I'm like, I'm blue eyeshadow, red lip. And I'm like, that don't even look good on you. But I didn't say nothing. But because that was the standard, that's what people did, even though it didn't look right. You think blue would be stunning. If it was dark and grungy. Ugh. And we will have more members shop my stashes. And so these ideas that y'all have and the members that's in here, keep those. But this would be good for a Barbie look. Like for real. This lip. But for right now... this moment right here. But I have been Hooker Clown approved. So for that, I am forever grateful, I think. So this is Janessa's look. Just to refresh, we're going to show these palettes one more time for those in a replay or those who came late. So they will see what we used. And then we are going to go. We want to have a hijack Janessa's looks is locked. Oh my gosh, I surely did. I surely did. So we used this column from this palette, and we used this column. So we're going to hold them up together again and see what they look like together, how we got our eyeshadow look. And again, Janessa, thank you, because I would not have thought to put these two columns together, this one here and this one. I wouldn't have thought to put these together. But that's how we got this, and I am really digging it. I'm really digging it. The lip though, it's growing on me. It just took like 10 minutes, but it's growing on me, but still. And maybe because I know it does have a place, especially if I do a Barbie look, I know what to do. Put on hot pink and put my lips in some sugar or salt. All right, so we'll be back here Thursday live stream. Nothing is going up tomorrow. Thursday's live stream is Dawn's Shop My Stash. So everything I'll be using is everything that she picked. Yeah, and I think that's going to be really interesting. And so I will see you all on Thursday. I think I have a video going up Friday of the mermaid look, the eyeshadow part. And so, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So this is what we got. Hooker Clown approved. And thank you again, Dawn, for the gifted memberships too. I do think Michelle will pop in because she does pop in every now and then anyway. The other person, I haven't seen them in a while, so I don't know. But, and again, if anybody hears from Sandy, please let me know because I'm like seriously concerned. Seriously. Um, I hope that she's okay. But so we're going to go. Thank y'all for being here. If you're watching a replay, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for all the gifts and chats and all that stuff. And as always, self acceptance, self love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon. Bye. And thanks again, Janessa. You turned me into a hooker clown. Okay. Yeah, we did it. We did it though. Hooker clown troll all the way. What's up? All right, y'all. We're gonna go. I'll see y'all Thursday. Bye.